Graduation.
Salmon down there? Oh yeah.
Where did you see over here?
There was like, I don't know what kind of walk bird it was. It looked like a loon type bird, but it's now gone up around the corner. So.
That's not Can she see the fish?
They must. They must.
See the fish on the right?
Hey, Daryl.
One reason was it is that ice-free deepwater port. Two is the weather. They get about 178 days of rain a year and over 300 days of cloud cover. Now, that's a good thing. That was a good thing at the time because one thing they were concerned about were torpedo bombers. Coming through the tunnel, the train tunnel first.
That's cool. So when did they build this tunnel?
Great question. When did they build the tunnel? Well, Whittier has a Whittier kind of has a long background. Whittier, we go into the Whittier Tunnel. Now, if you don't like tunnels or you're claustrophobic, go ahead, close your eyes, relax, take a deep breath. That's what I'm going to do up here.
Beautiful valley.
Okay, everybody suck in now.
It's going to get narrow. All right, now on either end of the tunnel, you'll see the steel and concrete that's supporting it. That's because you get that seasonal freeze thaw. And that's not very good if you want stable rock, which you do in a tunnel, right? So they reinforce either end. But once we come into the tunnel itself, this tunnel stays a very constant 55 degrees. And this never freezes in here. So this rock is very, very stable. So this is the original rock that they blasted through in 1941 to 1943.
Well, that's the train track.
Now on the left is a pullout here. This is the first of 8 safe houses that we're going to pass as we go through the tunnel. Each safe house is capable of holding 60 people for up to 72 hours. They have enough food and water for that length of time. Each safe house also has emergency medical supplies, blankets, and a restroom. Now they've never had to use a safe house in the operation of the tunnel, but they are there just in case. And this is why they separated out the coach. This is why we had to wait at that red light after that first coach went in. Each motor coach holds about 56 people. And so should there ever be an emergency where they have to close the tunnel, then they want the motor coaches to be spread out amongst the safe houses.
How come their light is flashing black up there? I mean, red.
How come what?
The light is flashing red.
Oh, don't worry about that light.
It's just a train coming.
Yeah. Yeah, don't worry about that light. No, that's just it reminding people to check their speed as you come through the tunnel. So to post the speed limit and flash right at you.
So does each coach have a key to those safe houses?
Does each coach? Nope. Each safe house is unlocked. You can just go on in. Now there's a lot of cameras and stuff through this. This is very heavily monitored, this tunnel. In fact, if you speed through this tunnel, don't ask me how I know, but if you speed through this tunnel, they will give you a speeding ticket. So there's several cameras throughout, and they're closely monitoring traffic flow and that sort of thing.
Did they blast this, dynamite this, or drill
Yep, they
it?
blasted this. They drilled and blasted through this mountain. I always love coming through this tunnel. It just feels like you're going back in time. Now on the ceiling, you'll see these panels. These panels are just there to divert water that's coming through the mountain. They keep it off the roadway here, so you'll see kind of the gutters come down on the side.
Why didn't you say those valves?
Keep the water from coming down
Yeah, diverts it.
I don't see a lot of ventilation, fans and stuff like that. So does it get pretty carbon in here?
Sure, yeah.
So that
You don't see any ventilation. So there's ventilation on either end. This is the first tunnel to actually utilize turbine engines for ventilation. So typically they won't run a whole lot of ventilation until the train comes through. And when you come through after the train, there's just this blue haze hanging in the tunnel. Sometimes you can't see the other end of the tunnel, but they'll be pumping that air through via those turbine engines. You might be able to hear them when we get to this other end. For some reason, they tend to run the ventilation on this end of the tunnel more than on the other end. This was also the first tunnel to be constructed to withstand wind speeds of 150 miles an hour and temperatures down to 40 degrees below zero. But the Whittier Harbor here gets high winds quite often, and you'll see when we come out, there's no kind of barrier or anything from the wind at the other end of this tunnel. So when they get those high wind speeds, it's just amplified as it hits the tunnel here, and you'll get super high wind speeds through here. And so they have steel doors at either end of the tunnel that will come down in the event that those wind speeds get too high. They'll close the tunnel here.
Are you aware of any accidents ever happening?
Yeah, every now and then there'll be an accident in the tunnel. A few years ago, there was a gentleman, because this Prince William Sound here is a really popular place to bring your boat, go fishing out of. A gentleman who forgot to put his straps down on the backside of his boat, and his 25-foot bay liner slid off his trailer in the middle of the Whittier Tunnel, blocking the tunnel. So they had to basically get airbags and roll it back and then somehow get it up onto a trailer. To Whittier. Now on your left, you're going to see Leonard Glacier up here. Very beautiful glacier coming. When you get off the motor coach, you can go right into the terminal. I will appreciate you guys riding with me today. Hope you guys have a wonderful cruise. Before you get off the coach, take a moment, just check the area around you, check your seats, check those overhead bins. Make sure you don't forget anything. People often leave cell phones or wallets behind, pretty critical things.